just like tall buildings.
So for dinner tonight, we are making some jambalaya. So over here, I've got I got about 4 chicken thighs that have thawed out. They're just sitting here in the plastic bag. I've got some of this andouille sausage. I've already opened up the package, but this is the brand that I like using. So this is actually a really good one, and it's pecan smoked. So I've kind of already gotten it set up. I just got to dice it up. We will be adding some raw shrimp. I will make sure to take the tails off this time. I forgot to do that last time. Made eating a little bit difficult for me and TJ. We got the trinity of cooking. We got the celery, some onions, bell pepper. Y'all don't come for me. I forgot to buy some green bell pepper. I know you're supposed to have green bell pepper when you're cooking this, but I asked TJ, what is the next best thing? He said orange, so we're using an orange bell pepper instead. I know, I'm sorry, but this is we're using what we got. I've got a can of the fire roasted diced tomatoes. I've got some green onions, that's pretty much for garnish, some oregano, Creole seasoning, minced garlic, chicken broth, some rice, long grain white rice, some oil to cook everything in, and of course the bay leaves. So the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna chop everything up, and I think the first thing I need to get done is cooking those chicken thighs. Okay, so I love the sound of me chopping up the celery on fast motion like that, because when I heard it, it made me think of like some kind of cartoonish little samurai, like ninja or something like that. I don't know. That's just what was going on in my head. I don't know. It just sounded funny, so I left it in there. Anyway, so just chopping everything up, and I'm just cutting up this andouille sausage. Y'all, this one is so good. Now, yes, you could use like kielbasa or something like that, but I mean, honestly, you know, it's jambalaya, you got to use andouille. And anyway, so now moving on to cooking up those chicken thighs, and I'm adding this into the pot before the pot ever actually really got hot, but it's okay. It gets hot really quick, and you'll see here in just a minute. Yeah, did you see that flame? Yeah, that was because I had the burner on so flippin' high that it was cooking pretty good, and the oil was just like kind of like splattering up, which is why now I've got my oven mitt, because the oil just kept splattering up so much, and I kept turning it down, and I was trying to take it off the heat, but taking it off the heat sent the oil shooting up, and then it just, you know, then you saw like the little bit of flame, and I was just like, oh. So I was like, okay, all right, I got to get control of this. So that's why I put it back on the burner and just, you know, turn it down a little bit more. And then obviously it finally toned down a bit where I didn't have to use my my oven mitt because it was splattering my hand. It's so freaking hot, y'all. But anyway, so once your chicken is cooked, I mean, yeah, you do want to cook it on high, but not so high you're going to start a fire or anything. I cooked it for about 6 minutes on either side. Take it out of the pot, set it on a plate, put it aside, and then just cook the sausage up. I think I just cooked it for like a total of 2 minutes, and you know, just so it can get cooked and have this like wonderful flavor. And yeah, of course, at this point you want to make sure that it is turned down, not like a medium high where, you know, the oil is spraying back up in your face. That's hazardous. Don't do that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna cook this up for just a couple of minutes, and I don't think, no, actually after about 2 minutes, just get some nice color on the sausage. You can go ahead and use a spoon to get that out of the pot, put that on a plate, set that to the side, and then we're gonna add in our vegetables.
And I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
So at this point, I added in the vegetables, and my vegetables are frozen still, like the bell peppers and the onions are actually frozen. So this is actually going to take the heat down quite a bit. So as you can see, I'm like kind of breaking it down. But it's okay because it will come back up to a simmer. So it's fine if you're using frozen vegetables. If that's what you have, I'm using what I have. It's all good. Um, so yeah, just and then when it does come back up to a simmer, just cook it for about like 5 to 7 minutes, and then you can move on to the next step, which I think is adding in like your seasonings, bringing back the sausage and chicken. But we're gonna get there. Look at how gorgeous that looks. Oh, it looks so good. I just get so excited. I love jambalaya. And y'all, please don't come after me and say, why didn't you use green bell pepper? I didn't have any. I'm sorry. I thought that I had some. I usually have like, I mean, if you've watched my videos, you know that I usually get those big packs of green bell pepper from Sam's Club, and then I chop it up and I just stick it in the freezer for when I need it. Well, apparently I ran out and didn't realize. So anyway, so I just added in some garlic, minced garlic, and then I have my Cajun seasoning and what the heck is that? Is that oregano? And 2 bay leaves. Okay, I'm going to leave a list of the ingredients down the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. In case I'm wrong, I'll put it on there. I don't have the recipe in front of me right now, so I'm just kind of like watching this and talking to you at the exact same time. But yeah, and then make sure when this is done that you remove those bay leaves. We do not leave bay leaves in our soup because, you know, it's a choking hazard. You don't want it. You just want the good flavor that comes out of that. And I think there's actually some people that like tie bay leaves to like a string and then just like have it on the side of the pot. That way they can easily find it, which is actually a really good idea. I've just never done it before. Um, but I haven't had a problem with not finding the bay leaves. But anyway, so now we're adding in a cup of rice and what is that? 2 cups of chicken broth, and then giving that a good stir. And then I'm going to add in the can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. And I love the fire roasted tomatoes, man. That is just so good, especially like if you use it like in tortilla soup. So good, y'all. If you haven't been buying fire roasted tomatoes, you might be missing out. Just saying. So then we're going to go ahead and add in our andouille sausage back in. And while all of this was happening, I did shred those chicken thighs. And so now I'm just adding all that back in. And I also was thawing out those shrimp, the raw shrimp. And I did take the tails off this time. Y'all, when Hurricane Beryl had come through Texas and I had actually cooked this up for me and TJ on our camp stove, I was just so excited. I was just like, yeah, we're going to have some jambalaya. We got no electricity, but we are going to eat so good. I got so excited. I left the damn tails on that shrimp. Oh my gosh. It's all good. It's all good. We ate it anyway. So once you add all of that back in there, just bring it to a simmer. Well, bring it to a boil, then simmer it down for about 20 minutes. Put the cover on. And yes, it fogged up my lens. Sorry about that. After about 20 minutes, look at how gorgeous this looks. Ah, so good, y'all. So good. Again, I will leave this recipe because I don't even know where the heck I even got this recipe. I have it printed out and I have no idea where it came from. So I'm just going to put it down in the description box. Don't forget to check that out before you leave. If you plan on making this, comment down below. If you like this, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye. And that is our dinner tonight. We have some homemade jambalaya. I just topped it with some green onions. And this is looking amazing. I can't wait to dig in. All right. Time to eat, y'all.
We wanna chase the night.